Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to Ol'SargeCollects. My name is Dan, and today I am celebrating my 300th subscriber giveaway. Can you believe it? I'm already at 300. I know. I just finished 200. So Alan from Collecting Maddox just received his giveaway. And in the process, I gained another 100 subscribers. So I'm currently sitting at 325 subscribers. Really happy about that. I just want to say, first off, thank you to all my new subscribers. Thank you so much for all the channels that supported my last giveaway. And I'm excited about this giveaway. I'm doing this giveaway in conjunction with opening day. So here are going to be the rules that you have to do. You have to follow these rules for the giveaway. So first, you have to be a subscriber. Secondly, you have to tag Ol'SargeCollects. Third, you have to use the hashtag Sarge300, either in the title or the description. I found that really worked last time on the 200 subscriber giveaway. And then the deadline for this is going to be March 17th. My goal is to have this wrapped up by March 17th, which falls on a Sunday. And then I'll find out who the winner is by doing the drawing. And then I want to have all your stuff mailed to you so that you can receive it by opening day. That's my plan. So my giveaway is going to be a $25 gift card to eBay and a care package. More than likely, it's going to be cards from your favorite team. So that leads me into what the video response has to be. So your video response, I want you to list your 2 favorite Major League Baseball teams. So I want to know the origin story of those teams. So for example, if you live in if you live in Oregon, but your favorite team is the Yankees, tell me why. So just in general, tell me what makes that team your favorite or second favorite team. And then last, what I want you to do is I want you to show me your favorite card of that team. So, for example, my 2 favorite teams are the Houston Astros and the Los Angeles Dodgers. And I'm going to get into that here in a second, explaining why that is. And I'm going to show you my favorite card that represents those 2 teams. But that's what I want you to do, okay? So stay along with me, and I'll show you my 2 favorite cards that represent my 2 favorite teams in Major League, and that'll be the giveaway. All right, so hang around for this next bit of the video. Thanks. Okay, guys, I'm back, and like I said before, my 2 favorite teams. My first favorite team above all other teams is going to be the Houston Astros, and here's why. So I grew up in Texas, and my family, the majority of them are from the Houston area. Most of my life I spent in Houston, and as I was a kid, some of my earliest memories talking about baseball were dealing with the Houston Astros. And then later, moving on, as I got older, my dad remarried, and I gained a family member that was in the major leagues. And so through that, I got a lot of tickets going to the Astrodome, going to, see the Astros play. Generally, they were playing, my Uncle Mike's team, but I still got to see the Astros. Now, I remember as a kid, following Nolan Ryan, and following Craig Biggio, following Jeff Bagwell. But there are some pretty good players in the history of the Astros. Some of those include Rusty Staub, who played for the Colt 45s, Nellie Fox, who also played for the Houston Colt 45s, Joe Morgan, who played for both the Colt 45s and the Houston Astros, and then, like I said, Nolan Ryan, Jeff Bagwell, and Craig Biggio. So just a couple of cards I already have sitting out right now. I'm going to show you 3 cards before I show you my favorite. The first one is going to be this 1980 Topps Burger King card. of Nolan Ryan. This is from the Pitch, Hit, and Run series. Now, just so you know, his normal 1980 Topps was featured him on the Angels, but this one here is his very first card that represents him on the Houston Astros, right after he was traded in 1980. So this is my favorite Nolan Ryan Astros card, just because it's his first. And this is a good card for any Nolan Ryan collector. All right, and then my second, I'm sorry, not my second. The next card is this Orbit autograph card from 2017 opening day. Now, so this represents two things. Number one, it represents the first World Series that the Houston Astros ever won. And I know that there's a lot of drama, behind that. I got it, but if your team won the World Series, you'd be happy too. And then also, Orbit is our mascot, and Orbit, is the source of a lot of laughter when it comes to going to a game, and so I just like the image of Orbit. And then the next card. The next card is this 2023 Topps number 534 Houston Astros card with black border, and this is numbered out of 72. But this represents when the team won the 2022 World Series. So we've had a pretty good run since 2017, and we got a lot of pretty good players on the team, I feel. But with all the controversy surrounding that 2017 World Series, 2022 really signifies that we're a good team, and I feel like we won that one fair and square. So I know it's upsetting for the team that didn't win, but nonetheless, I'm really proud of the Astros winning both World Series, and that's because we had, ever since 1962, when we were the Colt 45s, we didn't win a World Series. In fact, we only went to one World Series between 1962 and 2017. So there was about a 50-year time span where we were an underdog. And, so I'm a sucker for an underdog team, but I also like a winning team too. So yeah, I'm just happy that my hometown team won the World Series twice. But even if they didn't, they'd still be my favorite team because they are my hometown team. So my origin stories, like I said, I grew up being familiar with my hometown team, the Houston Astros, going to games, a lot of fun memories, and my favorite card that represents the Houston Astros happens to be of my favorite player. But in addition to that, it also happens to be a card that was gifted to me. So this card right here, this is a 2021, I believe, Topps Stadium Chrome orange refractor of Craig Biggio. And orange is a primary color for the Houston Astros, and so it's just fitting that this card is with an orange background. Craig Biggio is my all-time favorite Houston Astros because A, he put up really good numbers. B, he was an excellent player. I mean, just an amazing player. But also, he was a lifelong Houston Astro. He played for the Astros his entire career, and so that is one reason why I absolutely love this card. This was gifted to me, by the way, by Shane from Shoebox Legends, and he doesn't know. At the time, he didn't know what this card meant to me. When he gifted this to me, I didn't even know this card existed, but man, I just couldn't love this card more. This one's numbered out of 25, so it's a really low serial numbered card, and just a beautiful card that represents my hometown team and my favorite player to ever don the Astros uniform. So that is my Houston Astros, and now hang tight for my Los Angeles Dodgers. Okay, and like I said, the Los Angeles Dodgers are my second favorite team. Now, my origin stories for becoming a Dodgers fan really revolve around Uncle Mike when he was on the Dodgers. But I just fell in love with the history of the Dodgers and the Dodgers being, basically like the underdog of the 50s, the golden age of baseball, and back when they were the Brooklyn Dodgers. But I also love all the characters that have been on the Dodgers organization. Everybody from Sandy Koufax to Jackie Robinson to Duke Snider, and also Pee Wee Reese and Tommy Lasorda, Gil Hodges, Roy Campanella. Just a long history of just some awesome players being, for the most part, being an underdog for a long, long time. Kind of like the Houston Astros were, it took them almost 50 years to win the World Series, or actually it did. It took more than 50 years for them to win the World Series. And, that just signifies them being an underdog. And I really, love a good underdog team. But also the Dodgers just have a very, very awesome history and an awesome fan base. And just love the Dodgers organization. And I'm really looking forward to this year watching the Dodgers. So Shohei Ohtani is one of my favorite current players, and he just moved over to the Dodgers, and now he's got Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman, and so I'm really excited to see what the Dodgers hold this year. And so here's a couple of my cards, my favorite cards that represent the team, but I do have one card that I'm going to narrow it down to. But let's go ahead and start off. I'm going to go right to left this time. And so this is a card I've never shown on the channel before. This is my 1963 Fleer Sandy Koufax card. Really love that image. This card has really good centering, and so it's just a good clean copy of the card. Even the back has pretty decent centering. If you're familiar with this set, the set doesn't have great centering on the back. So usually way off centered on the back. But it's difficult to find a good centered copy of this card altogether. So really happy about this one. And Sandy Koufax is nicknamed the left arm of God. So, he's a big time player in the history of the organization. Then this 1955 Topps Jackie Robinson card is the second runner-up, I think, for my favorite card to represent the team, and here's why. Jackie Robinson, as we all know, broke the color barrier for Major League Baseball. But also, in addition to that, in 1955, the Brooklyn Dodgers won their first World Series championship. And so the culmination of those two factors within this card, plus it just being a beautiful card, it's a very close second to being my favorite card to represent the Dodgers. Here's the back of it. And then also a new pickup for me is this 1951 Bowman of Duke Snider. Now, Duke Snider is also one of my favorite players in the history of the team, and this is probably my favorite card of his. Just such a beautiful card with the vibrant greens, and with the grass and the grandstands in the back, and then that blue really pops on his uniform, that Dodger blue. And so just really love this card overall. And like I said, this was a recent pickup of mine. So I got it this month, actually. So, all right. So those are my three runners up to being my favorite cards to represent the team. Along with them, I have a Brooklyn Dodgers hat, and I've got a 1991 baseball of the autographed baseball of the team, so team autograph ball. Now, my favorite card to represent the Dodgers organization is near and dear to my heart. This is my card of Uncle Mike in this 1991 Topps Stadium Club, and here's why. my fondest memories of being a kid are hanging out with the Dodgers, hanging out with the Dodgers team back when Uncle Mike was on the team. And that's kind of the origin stories of why I started loving this team, is because I was hanging out with this team. I was hanging out with Tommy Lasorda, and I was hanging out with Kirk Gibson, you know, and Fernando Valenzuela and Ramon Martinez and, you know, Uncle Mike and Ol'SargeCollects. And, you know, I think Darryl Strawberry had just joined the team too. I remember hanging out with him, and, you know, it was a fun time of my life. And really that's what started it all for me and my love of baseball. And not only that, but this card also represents the best year that Uncle Mike ever had. So this is when he went to the All-Stars. And so this is his 1991, it's a 92 Stadium Club, but he had been elected to the 1991 National League All-Star team during this time. So here's the back of it. And this is where the All-Star game was held in Toronto. And so, you know, this just represents not only a family tie to a Major League Baseball player, it also represents the Dodgers. You know, it also represents the best year that Uncle Mike ever had. And so this is my favorite card to represent the Los Angeles Dodgers, being my second favorite team in Major League Baseball. All right, hang on just a second. I'll wrap this video up. Okay, guys, so there you have it. There are all my favorite cards that represent my two favorite teams, with the Craig Biggio card gifted to me from Shane, and Uncle Mike's All-Star card being my two favorite cards to represent my two favorite teams. Now, again, here are the rules. So the first thing I need you to do is I need you to be a subscriber. And when you do the video response, I need you to include, so I need you to tag me and include Ol'SargeCollects and also hashtag 300 somewhere in the description or the title of the video. And I also want you to know that the deadline is March 17th. Hopefully I can get your care package to you by March 28th, opening day of baseball. And again, the thing I want you to do is I want you to tell me your two favorite Major League Baseball teams, along with your origin story for becoming a fan. And I want you to show your favorite card of that team, you know, and it can be multiple cards, but I want you to narrow it down to your overall favorite card that represents that particular team. Tell me what that card means to you, but more importantly, I want to know when and how did you start loving that team, your favorite team? What's the origin story behind that? Okay, guys, so this concludes my 300 subscriber giveaway contest video. And good luck to all of you in becoming the winner. I really enjoy looking forward to seeing all the responses. I think this is going to be a good opportunity for us to learn more about you as an individual and what makes these teams your favorite teams. So I'm really curious to see what, you know, some of the answers are. Anyway, guys, y'all take care. Keep hunting the good stuff, and we'll talk to you next time.